Hi everyone, welcome to the English conversation of this week. Our topic is digital art. Well, it's art in general for the conversation, but we are going to talk about digital art because we think it's a new thing, a contemporary thing. And it's true that I didn't know about it before too much. So for us, it's just an interesting topic to talk about. And let's start with a brief introduction.
Yes.
Well, the digital art is the use of digital technology to create art. It is called and it is known as new media art. As I said, it's contemporary art from nowadays. And well, there are a lot of possibilities to do it. With the computer, you can scan or draw using the tablet or a mouse, but always using technologies. And the term digital art was first used in the early 1980s when computer engineers designed a paint program. And in the 1990s, it started to be developed by downloading videos into computers. So they started to manipulate images. So they created visual art. And recently, it's also used for interactiveness. Like for the people also, like the people can edit the paintings in some web page, and also they can comment, like it's kind of, instead of going to a museum or something, also for the people who like to interact via internet.
Yes. So as soon as you use some kind of technology, it's digital art?
Yes,
Or
like if
okay.
the art with technology is considered digital
Okay.
art.
Because in school we also draw one time like a picture, but we draw it with some kind of pen that was not like it was not for a long time. It stayed not that way, not for a long time.
And then
So
you-
we copied the pictures for it to be forever, because then the
Oh.
copy would be with some other kind of paint. So I guess this was also digital art then.
Yes.
Crazy.
Oh, it's
Okay.
interesting. I didn't know about it. And then, as I said, in 1990s, it was developed, more developed, and there was also like digital photography. It started with the Adobe Photoshop. I think you know about it. And digital painting, they later in the 21st century, they created 3D painting also, which shows virtual reality with its Google app Till Brush. And well, it seems I've never used it, but it seems interesting, and I don't know if it's difficult. And also there is digital sculpting. There is 3D modeling, and they use like these programs like Redecode, ZBrush, and Moodbox to create the sculptures. And also it was interesting that by using the 3D sculpting programs, the software programs, they also created virtual clothes, for example, for the games, or also, I don't know, to show in the web page virtual clothes. So it was very interesting. And also the virtual reality. I don't know if you know about it. And yes, this all for online traveling, games, and video nowadays is very used, and also with COVID a lot.
I don't know if you know about the 3D printer, like for the 3D sculpture. It's like a printer, but instead of printing on paper, it can produce like all kinds of things. And I actually don't know from which material they do it, but it's like it prints, it can print, well, it's supposed to be able to print everything. Right now, I think it is not able to print anything, but yeah. Okay. I just maybe to clarify a little. Yeah.
Okay, so this is everything about the introduction.
Yes, and I have researched a little bit for some digital art, but I have to say also some more classical art, but digitally adapted, so you can enjoy it from home. So now, of course, we cannot go anywhere, everybody knows, but and I also understand if you are a little bit sick of sitting in front of the computer, but I think these kind of websites and things that I found out might let you travel in a little bit in another world. And one which is really like, I would consider this digital art because it was developed just for the digital room. It's this multimedia exhibition, and I really don't know how to describe it. It's called the Enclosed Garden. This is the link where you can enter. We will also put all the links for the things I'm talking about in the email, so you can just click on the link in the email and don't have to like put this word for word in your in your search engine or whatever. So an enclosed garden, it's 4 hours of videos, photos, audio files, pictures, and so on. And it's made by 31 women from 23 countries. It's like an art collective of different women from all over the world. And it focuses on like empowering women empowerment, but also empowering you as the visitor. And it discusses like intimacy and private and public spaces as two different sides of the same coin, maybe you could say.
That's very interesting.
Yes, and yeah, you can discover it there. Normally, this exhibition takes place in a country, in a developing country mostly, where women are not allowed to express themselves so freely. And this is why it's also called Enclosed Garden. But now it's like this year or the past year, I think it was developed for 2020, it was online. Okay, the next thing is also online, but this time it's a little bit more, I would say, between online and offline, because this is like an exhibition that you can like wander through as if you were there, but of course it's online, like I said.
Like kind of museum.
Yes, it's actually it's a gallery from Dubai who put this exhibition together. It's called New Waves, Mohamed Melehi and the Casablanca Art School Archives. And I know nothing about art, so it's no wonder that I didn't know this Mohamed Melehi before, but he's a Moroccan painter, and he is a modernist whose central motif is the wave. So he does a lot of pictures about the wave, as you can also see there. I know that some of you don't like modern art. This is definitely modern art, so I'm sorry, but maybe you like it anyway. And this painter, he had a massive influence on the Moroccan painting scene, especially after like Morocco became its own country and post-colonization. And he founded this Casablanca art school with colleagues of his. And yes, and this is like his life's work, I would say, more or less. Like they focus on every period of his life. Yes, and on this website, you don't only find this like exhibition, but you also find a playlist and some other information about him and his work. So yes. Okay, and the next one is the Tate Museums in the UK and their website. I don't know if you know the Tate before. I would say it's quite famous in Britain.
Yes.
Because it's actually 4 museums, like buildings, it's 4, but it's one, like it belongs together. And as I said, they have one website, and they display different kind of art, but for example, they have all the British art from the 16th century, all, of course not all, but they focus on British art from the 16th century until today. So for those of you who don't like modern art, they also have like, I don't know, classical, traditional, I don't know how you call it,
classical,
from other periods. But they also have a big collection of modern art from all over the world. And their websites, like you can browse through many things there, like through the old things, through the new things. So you can see information about the art piece, you can see the piece itself, and so on. And what I will talk about now also a little bit later, they have also many additional material. They have also things for kids. So if your grandchildren or somebody is interested in that, you can find everything. I'm a big fan of the Tate just from the website. And I was actually there also when I was in London in the Tate Modern, but I was not in the museum. I was just in the shop. They have 3 shops, like 3 museum shops. And I was just there. But well, the next time I will also maybe go and visit the art, not only the things you can buy. But well, Yes, and especially the art and artist section is where you are, where you can find all these things. And now, like I said, some alternative offers. If you think, yes, I like art, but I don't want to look at all these paintings now in like great detail, you can also listen to a podcast. I don't know if everybody knows what a podcast is. It's like a radio show, but it's pre-recorded and you can listen to it whenever you want. So you can, on the website, you can listen to their podcast, which different topics, like what you can see here, the art of the hustle, how do you balance personal expression and making a living, which I find interesting. But they also have, for example, is there more to live modeling than posing nude? Discover the confidence and creativity needed to undress in the name of art. So if some of you are interested in that, you can listen to these podcasts. And they are not very long. They are between 16 minutes and I think the longest that I've seen is 36 minutes. And some of them, I think not the majority, but some of them have transcripts. So you can also read while hearing if you are not confident enough that you will understand everything they say. Yes, and then there's also quiz. Irene has discovered in the last days, I think, that I love to take online quizzes. Like the most ridiculous quiz. I love it. But this is, I would say, not ridiculous. This is find your art inspiration. It's all like women in art, in British art, I think, but also international. I don't know now. And you can find out who of these women you are most like. So maybe this way you can discover like a new artist that you may like.
Yes, and a new artist in you, I would say.
Well, this also, yes, why not?
Yes.
So this, yes, and this is also like the links, as I said, we will put in the email. And then some final things. The Cincinnati Art Museum has some online exhibitions on their website. These are like more classical. So like the exhibition is more like, for me, like a PowerPoint presentation, for example. So there's the picture, there's the text, and then you click through this picture and text. And you read it, but it's interesting. For example, they have some photos of Frida Kahlo and something about her. They have something about Rembrandt, if some of you find that interesting. And then there's I don't speak French, the National Opera in Paris, like the French National Opera. And they have also some of their operas, and I think especially some of the ballet performances online. I think free, but also some of them paid. So you need to see what is there for you, but you can watch them online. And they also have like a Google Street View thing on their roof, so you can see practically Paris from the roof, like with photos. It's also very nice if you like this.
If you want to have a break.
Yes, especially. And if you want to dream about going to Paris, maybe this is for you. Yes, and this is all I have discovered.
Okay, so
for those of you who think, yes, there's something interesting, I will show you now the website and how to enter. But if you are not interested, I don't know, maybe you don't want to see the next part, but yes.
Okay, so let's go.
Okay, so for the first, the garden, you see this website, and then to enter the enclosed garden, you have to scroll down, like here on the side, scroll down, and then click on the door. On the green
For me, this
thing.
is very funny when I saw it.
Yes,
because
I
like
think it's very
entering
nice.
through the
Yes,
door. So
you enter here, and then, of course, your internet should be good. And then you are here, and there are the first. Now it's still loading. The first videos, pictures. Here's some audio and text and so on. And I think it's very nice. Like for me, especially with this design, it really transports me into this other room. Okay, so this is the enclosed garden, and then you can go all there, and then there's the next room when you are all the way at the bottom, and so on. Yes, now you can here click on room 2 and then you go on in room 2. Okay, this is
The Mohammed.
Mohammed Melehi, exactly. And this is what I talked about, like they call it here 3D space. So you can here go through the exhibition. Yes, this is like from all the way on the top.
You're flying.
Then, yes, you fly in there, right? No, now it's floating away. But you can click on all these points. And then you can also see some, I think now this is also a video. You get some information and you can also, like this, walk, just click. And then you walk through the exhibition. And then again, here you can get some information and so on. This is, and then if you see the side here, you can get some more information about the artist and also about the exhibition. Exactly. So yeah, this is the art and artist side of the Tate Museum. Here you can, for example, here's also the quiz that I talked about, and here's the podcast, but also here meet the collection artist. So here you can learn all about the artist. You just have to click on the title always, and then you can learn more about the different artists and so on. Okay. Yes, and they have, I think they have a collection sorted by artist, and they have a like the collection sorted by the art itself, like the art piece. So yes, and then you can see here like discover the art, and then you can see all the art they have online at least. Yes. Okay, and they also have workshops. So if you like this, they also have workshops. Create and share your own masterpiece, for example. But this is for children, I think. But they also have workshops for adults. Okay, this is the online, the Cincinnati Art Museum. And here, like I said, Frida Kahlo. Here's
it's
Rembrandt.
More about information.
Yes, and then you click on the picture. Here you click on the picture. And then here you have the exhibition. And then you can always move forward like this, and you have the text, you have the picture, text, picture, and so on. And this is the French opera. Here, for example, this is this is for free, this movie, but then this is to rent, you have to pay something. And I think here the ballet, oh no, this is also to rent, but I saw that there was also some other ballets you can see for free. To be honest, this website I didn't find so accommodating, like so clear to the overview, but well, I hope you can find something you like maybe. And here you can go on the rooftop. So if you click here, you can see all over Paris if you want.
We hope you like it and you enjoy this new way of art, the digital art, and if you really liked the webpage too, and you use them, like, let us know what artists you discovered inside. And yes, so we see you next week with the next topic. Thank you.
Yes, bye everyone.